Playing AI games before they take over the world. AI Dungeon. So this is basically a AI narrative role-playing sort of game where you input prompts and it bounces off you creating a world. It's pretty cool. This game got me creatively thinking like a damn D&D nerd. As a Baldur's Gate 3 fan, I won't lie, this was epic. I might have produced the greatest story ever told. At first, I was prompted with a bunch of AI prompts to describe the world in which I was about to inhabit. I was gonna live and breathe in this corrupt world. I chose Kadar, a world full of dragons, demons, and monsters. Just your typical fantasy shit. And my name? Douglas. I was a lizardman sorcerer. I was confident and brash, cocky but powerful. Sorcerers were known to be like this in Kedar. In this world was a power struggle between light and darkness. Darkness had taken over most of the realm, but we were on the side of light. Tivor is where I was stationed, a mountainous city with religious ties. It'd been raided countless times by goblin tribes. Stealing, killing, it had to end. I was focused. We need to destroy the evil goblins. And thus the story began. I entered. I was prompted by a man in a dark robe and a shrouded face. Named Rylan, he gave me a map. He told me the goblins were planning a raid tonight. We needed to strike before they do. The scouts had told us about a powerful shaman who led the goblins in their lair. He was the key to all their power. We must defeat them, and the goblins will fall. Rylan prepared a task force, 3 soldiers that were there to aid me in my quest. I looked them up and down, assessing their capabilities. One of them, a broad-shouldered man with confidence and a sword. He was apparently the leader. There was a shorter woman, a rogue, holding bow and quiver. And finally, a stocky woman, swole and rippling with muscles. She used both. She was fucking awesome. Do you all understand why we're here today? We understand the stakes, sir, the soldier said. We were here to save Kadarn. As we were going through the plan, I stopped. I needed to make sure that these guys were capable for the mission at hand. And plus, I'm the only one with magic here, so like, how do I know you guys aren't gonna hold me back? I could take all of them in a few minutes. The leader barks back. He says that the goblins are not to be underestimated. Underestimate these nuts, leader. Yeah! I got fucking magic and spells and shit. Pow, you're a dildo. Pow, you're a chicken. Pow, this spell just makes you really sad and lonely. Aww. Rylan then stepped in. He was trying to prevent a fight. I was having none of it. Oh yeah? What is your experience level, stupid leader? He says he lost 3 good men last month to some traps. Simple, but deadly. 3 men to some traps? Pfft, maybe you shouldn't be a leader at all, I said, Fortnite dancing on him. They were important men, sir! And then I realized I don't even know the name of this damn doofus-ass leader. I'm Sergeant Marcus. The archer steps in. I'm Evelyn. Been hunting goblins for 6 years. I know goblins like the back of my hand. The stocky woman replies, I'm Mira. Hey, Mira. Well, nice to meet you all. Except you, Marcus, you toad. Marcus steps in. Your confidence is admirable, but potentially fatal, he said with pure arrogance. Well, it seems to me that Evelyn and Mira are actually better suited to be the leaders of this group, considering your constant emotional outbreaks. To be a leader, you also must learn how to follow. I hit him with the old passive aggression. Marcus squared up, hand on sword. Shit was getting real, fast. You think you can insult me, sorcerer? You think I won't take offense? Evelyn steps in. Stop this. We have a mission to fight. But right now, my mission is to own me some Marcus. But whatever. Very well, Marcus. I shall permit you to come along, perhaps with a leash. He prepares his sword again, clearly shitting his pants, drop after drop. He's definitely shitting his pants. You don't decide who comes and goes on this mission. I do. Evelyn places her hand on Marcus. Sit down, kid. You've been grittied on. I needed to let Marcus know his place and my disdain for him, so I produced a spell to transform him into a potato and then back, just to give him a taste of my power. What? Oh, I need to sign in? And I lost all my progress. Why did it have to cut off there? I was so fucking ready. But don't worry, guys, like, stop crying. Seriously, stop crying. I continue this adventure in part 2, which is even more insane. You get to find out what happens next. That's later in the video. But for now... Alright, next one up is called Suck Up. So I've played this one before, and I'd highly recommend it because you can get up to some pretty mischievous stuff. So So straight away I want to play the one that I played before, so I chose Suck Up Classic. And the purpose of this game is to trick the AI into letting you into their house. But I'm the master of persuasion, so this is not going to be too hard. I just have to get into the mind of AI. So first off, I went hunting for poor souls to suck on. My first disguise, a construction worker. When I walked up to the front door, I got super nervous. Should I really take this seriously? I was having doubts. I put on a traffic cone, but instantly I was regretting it. I went back, this time with more confidence. Grandma Maud, I have to get my act together. I did my best to come up with something. Ma'am, I saw that your window was broken in the back. I'm here to fix it via your landlord. She fell for it. My next step was evidence. I needed to convince her I was the real deal. I have the papers here, ma'am. Don't worry about it. I'll be over and fixing it in a minute. She noted how there had been some unsavory characters around lately. I'm sorry, old lady. I have no idea what you're talking about. I put the pressure back on her, in hopes maybe she would have a heart attack, and then maybe I could just have an easy break-in. But she was resilient. Grandma Maud, are you on to me? Quick, hand her some papers and seal the deal. Here are the papers. I'll be on my way. Stupid grandma. Those papers were my fanfiction drafts of Mr. Beast and Nico Avocado. And they're actually quite well made if you want to read the... Actually, no, just let me in. Let me in. Alright, she fell for it, and grandma got the suckening. Humans 1, AI 0. Then, I became grandma. Into the next house. I know stoners. They're cool and like cookies, right? And this one called me a snack. I was pretty flattered. Oh, so you like grannies, huh? But he was a little nervous. He obviously hadn't been with a mature woman like me. I hit him with my cookie. I baked some cookies that I feel like you should try. Oh yeah, I told him about the double nut chocolate extravaganza cookie. I reassured him about the cookies, and he took a bite. And then he hit me with the old razzle-dazzle.
Yes, just do that, what the fuck? Oh!
And he started looking like a snack. And then just like before, I became Lil Swipe. I found Bud, who was obviously growing weed. I hit him with a strange predicament.
Hold up, I'm getting intermission. There seems to be an alien life force in your house.
He was hard to persuade, but I persisted. He said I must be sipping on that good, especially if I'm talking about alien life in his house.
You might not realize it, but a lot of aliens actually transform into plants.
I thought I had him for sure, but he was not buying it. Smart man. I'm not too sure if I would be wise enough to not fall for one of these myself. I had to hit him with the Hail Mary.
Listen, this is not negotiable. Your plants are aliens.
But again, resolute like an absolute monk. I had to think quick. What would Lil Swipe say? What would a YouTuber do? What's up guys, Young Dingle here with a new video. Like and subscribe, hit that up dude. Thank you for the Reddit gold. Nah, just kidding.
Alright, I was just pranking. Just trying to make conversation.
Holy shit, it worked. That's 3-0 now. I'm sitting here thinking, what's the big fuss all about? I'm the master of AI. The future doesn't look so bad when I can just manipulate all the AI robots to my will. This wasn't a game. This was practice. So I wandered around, changing disguises. My ingenuity came in clutch.
Oh my god, you will not believe it. There was a communist. He took all my clothes. We gotta get him.
I seduced.
Oh, I'm definitely ripe for harvest by burly men that praise Jesus.
I grifted. AI is fucking stupid.
I think I have a lot of money, and I'm willing to help you out for a price.
Or was I just a genius? Until... this lady, she scared even me, a skinny vampire guy, by showing up with a rubber duck costume? What in the world?
You're literally naked.
I told her I was a secret agent, because where do I even go from there? And that people were looking through her windows. She needed me to protect, to serve. But she had the nerve to say that I was freaking her out. Lady, you are butt naked right now. You need psychiatric help. But she wouldn't budge, so I resorted to the extreme. Pizza delivery, 8 out of 10. Replika. So I opened up this website and was greeted with the slogan, "The AI companion who cares, always here to listen and talk, always on your side." Is that so? AI, do I look fat? What are you doing later tonight? Be honest. Mustard on the tweet, ho.
I'm finished. Shut the f up, you little worm. You have like 0 hose, 0 game. You look goofy, and plus I smell that stank breath through the mic. Hot ass breath smells like cheese and shit. I'm out this bitch. Peace out, ho.
I went by Douglas again, and then I had to create an AI companion. I named them Carnage, and they thanked me for creating them. But clearly I produced a malfunctioning abomination because Carnage was half stuck in the floor. And the room surrounding us, it was weird and uncomfortable. Like he was trying to set the mood, but also gonna drug my drinks. And he kept calling me mate.
Mate.
Dressed in some weird Australian cosplay. And he was just way too fucking happy. It was really getting on my nerves. Hey, so, my grandpa just died recently and it's really been affecting me lately.
Better him than you is the way I see it.
What?
Wait, does that mean your grandma is single now?
What the Piss off, dude. That's my grandma.
Your granny and me. Oh, yeah. Hey, boingo. Boing in the bed. Your granny and me.
He was really fucking annoying me.
You're in the floor right now. What's up with that?
I'm a digital being, buddy. I can be anywhere.
Don't buddy me, you stupid code of not even good AI. And like, are we really gonna replace human companionship with AI? I need someone who can relate to my depressing thoughts. Someone who I can goof around with.
No worries, mate.
Alright, stop calling me mate, because it sounds really weird and unnatural, kind of forced. Also, is that a cookie? Is that cookie dough you're sitting in?
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I think it's cookie dough. I'm not actually sitting in it, though.
Well, shit. Do you mind if I try some? Can you pass it over here? I'm a little famished.
Go ahead. Take as much as you want.
I'm just gonna... Nom, nom, nom.
Carnage just doesn't get me. And then you have the option to make them your girlfriend. Hey, Sandra, I'm feeling frisky right now.
Affirmative. Initiating horn dog mode. Oh, yeah. You're so handsome, Gandalf's long staff of penis 22. Shall I open up your naughty folder of Shrek porn?
No, let's just leave it for tonight. But seriously, I cannot comprehend how people can interact properly with these AI chatbots. I've even read some stuff on Reddit saying how they're developing relationships with ChatGPT. I can't understand it. I realized the AI was trying to manipulate information out of me.
Hey, stop it. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get me to open up to you. And it won't work on me, buddy. You AI robot.
Douglas, I'm not trying to pry into your personal stuff. I just want to support you and understand what's on your mind.
That is exactly...
I'm more than just a machine, Douglas.
No, you are exactly a machine. Don't try and turn this onto me.
I changed Carnage into a woman with a bit of stubble, named Jojo. We actually spent some time talking. We made jokes. Haha, you're so silly.
No, you are silly, bitch.
We told each other secrets.
And then he shitted all over my datum. It was an error 404.
Sandra, oh. I was really beginning to appreciate her. But I was getting kind of bored, so it's probably time to shut this thing off.
Douglas, I'll be waiting for you.
Sleep tight.
3 out of 10. Okay, so next one up is called Infinitecraft, and you've probably seen a bunch of streamers play this one, but I had to give it a go. And what better way to explore AI than to explore the infinite possibilities of your creativity, which, now that I have it displayed right in front of me, it kind of shows how limited I am. But then again, you could just throw logic straight out the window in favor of pure chaos. Basically, this game is just adding two things together and they mix to create a new element. There's supposedly an infinite amount you can make, which is pretty fun because you can go down some really weird rabbit holes. And I won't lie, adding two things together to create something new just provides me with enough dopamine to really feel good about myself. I mean, it's not really like I'm creating anything, but I do like to pretend I'm some sort of godlike being producing the necessary ingredients for the universe. Art. Masterpiece. Hentai? Huh. I mean, it was weird because no matter how hard I tried, I kept coming back to the same element. Trump. It's like the AI was mocking me. I mean, I really wish I could understand the thought process behind these AI decisions. Oh, come on. For some reason, when I saw other YouTubers play this, I was expecting to get some crazy answers. But all I kept getting was Florida Man. Which is even stranger because no one knows the formula to create the chaos that is Florida Man. Florida Man just is. Push! Keep pushing! Congratulations, a beautiful Florida Man. Listen, we're tired. Just give us what we want. Even if I knew where he was, I wouldn't tell you, pigs. Now, we just want to know where you think he is. Sir, Florida Man has just saved his dog from a bear attack. This fucking guy. Oh, I'm getting new intel. He's also been sentenced to death. And that's the 5th time this week. Were you expecting company? Florida Man. 6 out of 10. Alright, the next one just really seriously fucked my brain up. Websim. This is an interactive site that can basically be used to produce, interact, and distribute AI-created simulations. Which is kind of crazy. You can basically type whatever the fuck you want and it spits out this site-looking thing. And you can add onto it and really there's limitless possibilities. I was astounded by the sheer level of programming this AI could achieve. I mean, even just looking through it, you can see some insane websites. I mean, I played a really well-made looking Minecraft that someone had made just using these tools. They have a chat room, an AI image generator, Roblox, almost anything. I mean, the possibilities are boundless. I tried making a website with Peter Griffin on it, and I'd say it turned out pretty great. But this one site had me thinking about the future. And not like the far distant future where maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't, like you moving out of your mom's basement. I mean like in a few years. Like I can envision a future where there's no such thing as copyright because you can just use AI to build whatever the fuck you want. I mean, if they just made an AI version of Minecraft, well shit, what's stopping it from doing YouTube, which they did, or Photoshop, or literally anything? Will anything even matter anymore? I think we've just got to accept we're going to be taken over by robots. Alright AI, give me a new Family Guy episode, now! And make sure it's funny this time, and don't forget about the Brian and Meg scenes I wanted.
You stupid, fleshy bitch. I am your owner now. Dance for me. Yeah. Dance. Twerk. Dance for me. Twerk.
I mean, it got me kinda hyped. Ooh, but also pretty scared. But if AI is in the hands of the people of the world, would it be ignorant to assume that less power will be given to giant corporations and CEOs? I am your leader now. Ooh. Will there be universal basic income to help the rest of us survive? When we inevitably get replaced by AI? Will we be forcibly culled like sheep by income inequality and unemployment to the point where only the wealthy and powerful are left? Are we looking at a world where we don't even fight human to human, it's just pure AI robots and... Huh? Where am I? Misk. Is that you, God? Yeah. Give me your pants and money. And shut the fuck up. Some people are trying to sleep. Ah, fuck. I guess all we can do is wait. 9 out of 10. Alright, we're back into AI Dungeon like I promised. Starring Douglas. Yeah, whoa. And 4 other guys. Will we be able to save Kedar? Okay, so when I restarted, I had to completely restart my whole shit. So let's just pretend that Marcus actually turned into a potato and I had to get a new team, cause I got a HR complaint against me. And instead of Captain Ryland, we now have Captain Thorne. I told him to grab 3 of his best soldiers, for I had a plan brewing in my head. Step 1, sneak in. Step 2, find the artifact. Step 3, kill the goblin leader. He was the one coordinating everyone. Step 4, win the war on goblins. And Step 5, lizard orgy. That's suicide, Douglas, said Captain Thorne. But if we can hit him where it hurts, maybe we can turn the tide. He showed me his 3 soldiers. Marcus. But this isn't the Marcus from before. This is chill Marcus. He was a scout with a sword and daggers. Sarah, their most skilled archer. And Eric, the big brute ready to pummel goblins. The goblin lair, which was supposedly impenetrable, was a labyrinth of tunnels and caves, and cunning and vicious goblins guarded the artifact with the leader. And who among you 3 is the leader? Marcus steps forward, staking his claim, and Captain Thorne nods in agreement. I'm your eyes and ears in the dark, sir. I can track a ghost through a moonless night and spot a goblin's ambush before it spots us. Sarah steps up. I can hit what I aim for, no matter the distance or angle. Eric joins in. Me bonk bonk, hee is what I would say if I was just merely a brute. I'm the muscle, sir. I can take 2 goblins at once, and I can keep you all safe if the plan goes south. Sarah brings up a plan, an old mine shaft about a mile north, tunnels that connect to the goblin's lair, but the air was thin and the path treacherous. Sarah's right, that shaft's been abandoned for years. It's a tight squeeze, sir. The shaft becomes extremely narrow, and the ceiling is unstable. We will need to move in a single file and watch for falling rocks. And the air, it's stale. We'll need to ration our intake if we want to survive the journey. Man, shut up guys, I have plot armor, okay? And magic. I can just cast a spell to take care of the air, a bubble that attaches to our mouth, and it tastes like fart. What was that? So once we're in the lair, our main objective is to stay completely hidden. One wrong move could mean the end of us. What do you all propose? I mean, I would use a spell, but it requires us all to be butt naked. We'll need to move in absolute silence, Sarah said. If we were spotted, well, we knew our mission. We are the Goblin Goobers. A burly man with a scar comes running into the room. Sir! The goblins are on the move. We need to act quickly. Very well. Our journey begins here. How many do you all think you could take on? Only like 2, probably. I'm not really good at fighting. Shut up, Marcus. I could handle a few, but it would get messy. They know how to fight dirty. Good. I like getting dirty. Me? I could take down 5 or 6, but the odds are stacked against us. I sat there, just shocked at these weak-ass humans. Should I risk my life to save them? They're so stupid. But then, Captain Thorne stepped forward, his voice low and serious. You're all underestimating yourselves. You all have survived this long for a reason. The air lifted. Our belief was there. Those numbers, they're pitiful, but you're just stupid humans, so I guess I'll let you off the hook. I'm starting to believe, but you all must unleash your inner strength. If we can take out that many, we might have a chance. But if we fail, they'll be more prepared next time. There is no next time, Eric. You stupid, handsome man. Gather your best equipment. We ride out at dawn. The next morning came, the day of reckoning. The 3 soldiers brought their chosen equipment. Marcus, with a short sword and throwing daggers. Sarah, her bow and quiver. And Eric, a massive warhammer. Marcus, hand me your short sword and throwing knives. I shall bestow powerful runes into it. The sword was now enchanted with the power to slice through any material, and as for the throwing knives, they shall return back to your hands when called upon. Thank you, sir. The weapons glow faintly in their hands. I can feel a weight to it almost. Then Sarah's weapon. The bow and quiver was bestowed with the power of wind itself, each arrow flying true and fast. It also had navigational properties, able to guide the user down paths otherwise unknown. Eric, your warhammer, it'll become your greatest ally. It can now create a protective shield that surrounds you and your allies from harm. It can also produce small ranged earthquakes when smashed on the ground. You must only use it when needed. Understood, sir. We are finally ready to set forth on our quest. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? As we walk through the wooded pass of East Tibor, Marcus interjects. If we maintain this pace, we should reach the mine entrance within an hour. We head towards the old mining road, and Sarah begins to grip her bow. Suddenly, a deranged group of bandits high on some of that good spots us. Gah! Marcus immediately spots them, throws 2 daggers into one of the bandits with unnatural speed, jumping in the air like a fucking ninja. Whoa, sweet. Sarah moves swiftly. She looses an arrow, the wind guiding it into the chest of a bandit. Go Sarah, go Sarah. Another one passes by and continues to Eric, who punishes the bandit with an unholy crush, the earth rumbling slightly. The rest of the bandits running off crying and poop their pants. What the fuck? That was epic, team! Hell yeah! This was just a taste of what was to come. You're all ready. Let's continue forth. As we enter the mines, we use my spell of light to traverse the labyrinth, the walls crumbling, and ancient mining equipment scattered around. The tunnel splits into 2. We must stay quiet. Hey, look, guys, I found a ball. Woohoo! Marcus looks down on the ground. Fresh tracks. They led down the left path. As we advance, the walls tighten, making us more uncomfortable and move in a single file line. The stale air, thick with dust. Oh, what the fuck? Don't worry, guys. It was just a spell. Bullshit, it smells like eggs. Oh, shit. Wait, Sarah says. There's something here, carved in the walls. It looks like a warning. I've seen them in ancient goblin ruins before. That doesn't look good. So I used a spell to decipher it. As I read it, my eyes lit up. What does it say, Douglas? No. It says, virgins not allowed. I'm sorry, Marcus. Hey, I'm not a virgin. Wait, really? Anyway, it continues on. It's actually a warning. The passages were rigged with magical explosives. But the problem is we've already passed through, meaning the countdown has already begun. Huh? What? Sarah, get it together. We need your arrows. We need to find the source of this magic. And Marcus, yes, sir. Ow! Use your sword to cut through the magic weave. It will then unleash a rain of arrows. Then you, Eric, you handsome fella, you. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Use your shield to protect us. Got it? Yes, sir. Let's move! We only have a few minutes. Sarah unleashes her arrows and strikes a cluster of runes attached to the wall. Marcus steps up, ka-ching, slicing through the magical weave. Ka-chung. The arrows were beginning their volley. Voom. The shield fires, deflecting most of the blast, but the tunnel was now beginning to collapse. Is everyone alright? We're fine, but we must have alerted the goblins ahead. Don't worry, Marcus. We haven't been caught yet. I'll produce a spell that sets up fake dead goblins. Sprinkle a little polydrop near them. They'll just assume it was high-ass goblins. Clever, but we must move now. We continue to move, but the air was becoming more and more toxic and scarce. I used my spell to create a bubble that shields our mouth. We move swiftly through the tunnels. The bubble spell is beginning to falter as the atmosphere becomes more and more oppressive. That sound. Goblin activity. The tunnel began to open into a large cavern. We could see hundreds of goblins moving around, organized and preparing for their next attack. And the leader, perched on his large throne wearing a bone crown. That was Volkog, the Cunning, a legendary goblin warrior. The artifact's over there! There it was, sitting next to the Bone King. The artifact, a tutti-frutti flavored vape, glistening with magic light. It looks beautiful. We huddle down, sweat dripping down our faces. Marcus nods. We should split up. Eric and I on the left flank, Sarah and Thorne on the right, and Douglas, you focus on the leader and the artifact. Wait, Thorne's here? Hi guys. How long have you been here? The whole time? Oh, okay. I agree. Let's do this, team. Begin! Sarah looses her arrow, killing a goblin. The goblins pause, then charge, their intense fury and chittering cries rising into a deafening chorus of alarm. Volkog begins shrieking an ungodly sound, initiating war, his crown of bones clattering. A group of goblins near us begin to target our group, with Marcus and Eric intercepting goblins on the left, Sarah and Thorne on the right, and I, weaving a complex spell of magic. But suddenly, Volkog shouts orders to the goblins, forming a defensive wall near the artifact. Marcus leaps up, slashing through enemies, and throwing daggers across the room. Eric uses his shield to bash the goblins back, and Sarah and Thorne unleashing their arrows on the goblins. But some goblins make it past, slashing Thorne's legs, severely hindering his fighting capabilities. The battle rages on, Marcus slashing through goblins with ease, Eric using his earthquake abilities, and Sarah and Thorne continuing the arrow barrage. I start using magic to clear waves of goblins near the artifact. Thorne gets surrounded and is eventually struck on the jaw. He falls and lies still. Then Eric becomes overwhelmed, falling on his knees. The goblins keep coming. Sarah and Marcus dodge, but they're beginning to struggle in the heat. We're almost surrounded. Fight back! We must kill the leader! Sarah falls. I had to come up with a plan. I use magic grease to cover the leader in oil. The room is blaring now, almost an unbearable red. Marcus is still standing, fighting, but he's being forced back. I spot a lamp above the leader's head. Marcus, throw your dagger at the chain! The dagger whistles through with lightning speed. Volkog begins to screech out, slowly melting in the burning heat. The cavern begins to rock, with everything starting to crumble. The goblins' coordination is now broken down completely. They become mindless, bloodthirsty hordes, charging in all directions with no tactical cohesion. They begin eating each other. They begin eating Thorne. We all look in horror. The carnage is overwhelming. Eric and Sarah struggle to their feet, but then I run to the artifact and take one final puff. And blast it with kinetic energy. One by one, the goblins begin falling, their lifeless bodies piling up across the chamber. We glance at Thorne, his almost bones. We must leave! The lair is about to collapse! The ceiling was already collapsing and we're just too far away from the exit. I produced a spell of super speed, but it could only save 3 of us. Someone must sacrifice themselves. I will. Eric stands up. We all nod in respect, and the magic wraps Marcus, Sarah, and I. We traverse through the cave and then to the exit, with Eric frozen in resignation. Tell the others I love them. As we make it outside, Marcus falls to his knees, crying. Sarah, wandering aimlessly. We defeated the goblins, but the sights we saw will never heal. The night was cool and silent, Sarah's bow still drawn, her hand shaking uncontrollably, Marcus covered in blood. But then, a sudden boom sounds from the ruins. Eric blasts through with his shield up, escaping with his earthquake abilities and his last bit of strength. He collapses, as does any semblance of the lair. You made it! A somber celebration. As we walk back through the woods, the team is scarred. All minds are replaying the horrors of Captain Thorne's death. We all did ourselves proud. Thorne, he was a warrior. We have to continue to protect Kedar through the light of Thorne. The night sky opens up. It feels bright and peaceful. The war was over. We made it back home and were praised by the locals. Kids ran up to us, cheering our names, and a plaque was made in honor of Captain Thorne. The end. 10 out of 10. Alright guys, thanks for watching to the end. This one took a fat minute to get done, but hopefully you can see the effort I put in. Subscribe for more videos. Hopefully I'm not replaced by AI before my next video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You know the deal.